What's up, you guys? This is Devin from CenturyFX Studios, back with another video. And yes, I am not behind the camera screen today in my little office area, broadcasting to you guys because I broke the Godox 47.2 inch Octabox, and so I need to get that replaced. It is coming in the mail as we speak, but nevertheless, we're talking about the benefits of working with a great model. Now, today, I'm actually talking about Jade's shoot. Now, last time I was talking about Jenny's shoot and the benefits of working with a great model, part 1. Now, Jade's shoot, Jade is a great model, but she's distinctly different from Jenny. And I'm going to highlight some of those things today. And even though they're both great models, we want to talk about what makes them both great. Jade is distinctly unique from Jenny, but she's a distinctly unique person in general. She's Asian. She has very pretty Tahitian wear that she brought for this shoot. She brought it, and it just looked amazing. I told her it kind of surprised me. That's what I told her to do, because a lot of this shoot was a spare moment thing because she was moving away, and I couldn't give her a lot to go off of, and I knew she was talented. And Jenny said, hey, why don't you work with her and see how that works out? And I took her on her word, and I was not disappointed. Her uniqueness, her culture, all this stuff, it just made for an amazing shoot. A lot of people thought it was amazing because of the colors. You don't see them all the time. It's kind of like those carnival outfits where you don't see that kind of outfit every day. So when you put it into into a shoot, and it looks sexy, and the model looks sexy, and everybody looks great, it works for the shoot because it's something unique to that person and unique to the styling of that shoot. All this being great with her uniqueness, when we went to posting, that leads us to the next category, which was following. It helped my following because a lot of people knew that she did great work and stuff like that, but this is the first time that I saw in most of her work where she actually dressed according to her culture and some of the things that she had that were unique to her, like her outfits, her styling, her hair, and her ethnicity. That helped my following. It just did. Jade has a different way of critiquing herself, and I'm not gonna say because I don't want her to be mad at me, but Jade definitely does critique herself different from the way Jenny critiques herself. Jenny critiques herself more on her ability to do something, her ability to be mobile, her ability to move in a certain outfit. She's a very mobile dancer, Jenny. She's a dance teacher. She's a dance master. Her type of dance, it involves an extreme amount of moving. So when she goes to pose, when she's modeling, she wants to be able to show that movement off, show muscles off, show activity and movement in her actual posing. Yes, still images can have what we call movement, and it's about the way you move your extremities. Jenny tends to work with that type of mentality. Now, whereas Jade is more on the lines of, what did I do to build my body in the way that this image should be seen? Since they both think about the way they pose and model, and modeling is a lot like dancing, their perspectives show and they differ. So when I was taking pictures and I was showing it to them, they both had dramatically different ideals about themselves as they were seeing themselves being scrolled across my Canon 80D screen. Spontaneity of the model. Jade was very, very spontaneous in what she wanted to do and how she did it. A lot of times I didn't actually say anything about the next location and where the next location would be. She would point out the next location. It's like, hey, I want to do this. Hey, I want to do that. Hey, I want to do that. Whereas Jenny, she would rather take direction, and I would, help, and then she would occasionally come in with her own ideas and stuff like that. But it's just a different way of thinking. That does not make one model lesser than the other model. It's just a different way of thinking, which provokes different results from different models. Now, that spontaneity from Jade was a different type of thing, and we actually had a little bit more time with Jade, and so we were able to get to a lot more backdrops and different looks. Trust. Now, even though this was my first time working with Jade knows Jenny very well, and so since Jade knows Jenny was able to convey to her that I was a trustworthy photographer. She didn't have to worry about anything. She could trust not only me as a working confidant, but she could trust me as a photographer without having to actually look at the back of my screen. Of course, confidence, but confidence in a different type of a way. We were a little bit more jokey with me and Jade, even though we didn't know each other, and we were still able to get some great shots done, which was awesome. So building that confidence, knowing that we can joke with each other and not be on odds with each other, because it will show in the model's face. The mirroring effect. Now, the mirroring effect is a very powerful sentiment that I'm kind of making up in my own mind, but it kind of goes by what it says. The mirroring effect. When a model is great and she does great things, she does great movement, motions, and things of that nature, it makes you put a mirroring effect on yourself. What am I not doing as a photographer to make this great model look as great as she looks? So that mirroring effect, when you go about and you think about what Jade is doing, and I'm like, okay, Jade is doing some amazing poses, amazing stuff. What can I do as a photographer to make sure that she doesn't have to repeat this, doesn't have to waste time thinking about what I'm doing? Am I at 2.8 or is the widest aperture as possible to get the blurriest background and have exactly accurately what I want in focus? What does my composition look like? Is there any trees in this tree-like environment that's going to block or split her head or do anything of that nature? Is the colors right? Is the framing right? Am I chopping off her fingers? Is the perspective right? Because Jade is quite a bit more fun sized than I am, and so I had to make sure that I'm pointing at the camera at the right angle and the right height, so it doesn't look like I'm looking down at her, but making her look statuesque, or at least normal size in the image. I'm thinking about all these things, thinking about bokeh. What lenses am I using? Or what is the contrast looking like? Because the sun could cascade across my lens and make all that flare come up, and I don't want that to happen. Making sure the eyes are in focus at the end of the day, and then snap the picture. What does my lighting look like? Am I able to move my light? We were in a harsh condition that day, so I wasn't able to move our light that much. And so am I split lighting her? Am I Rembrandt lighting or short loop lighting or broad lighting her? Does that make well for the image? Does it not make well for the image? Am I using soft light? Am I using hard light? Should I bring the light closer to make it softer? Should I make it far away to make it harder light to match the thing? And that mirroring makes you get better. So getting better with each other, it helps for not only the confidence, but it just helps for the overall product. If you're getting better with each other, that's way better than just being with a photographer that's just, okay, pose, click, pose, click, pose, click, pose, click, bye. That's a generic, photography feel. So you don't want to just be in that situation. Next is different poses. With a different outfit, garnish different poses. With a different mind, different model, garnish different poses. Jade liked to reach a little bit more than Jenny did because her dance style yield to reaching a lot more. And dancing is a lot like modeling, going from pose to pose to pose, look to look to look, physical motion to physical motion. Another thing is energizing of creativity. If you can energize your own creativity, think about different ideas, think about different colors and all this other stuff, it makes for a great image. Jay was able to make me laugh a lot, so this energized the carefree attitude and just energized our ability to actually ask, hey, can you do this? Can you do this? Jade even got into a tree, guys. She was in a tree, just like Jenny was in a tree too, but she was on the base of the tree where the roots were. It was a little bit stronger, but she was definitely, both of them were in dangerous situations. But Jade was the one who got up high and got into a V formation of the tree. It was crazy. And not only that, she had good poses. Like I said with the last one, differentiating poses, all this other stuff. You have to think about all these things to make your photography great, guys. And I believe I went through 10 things, guys. I know I went on my little soapbox here, but this is part 2 of the benefits of working with a great model. And hopefully I went through 10 things. If I didn't, that's what my aim was. I'm done with CenturyFX Studios, and stay tuned for the next video.